The Royal Coachman. It's an 8-foot by 32-foot long camper. Outside isn't in horribly bad shape. Inside is massively destroyed. They use it as a chicken coop. Doors obviously need to be taken off and replaced. And we're gonna see if we can get all this stripped down to the frame. Maybe use the siding, or the skin, I guess is what they call it. And clean it up and put it back together. Make a camper the way we want it. It's got the newer style windows. The plastic trim on here. You can buy all this stuff here brand new. It just comes out, opens up all the screws. It's shrunk pretty bad. It's a pretty big gap down here. There's only one busted window, and I think it was over on the other side. Nope, it's back here in the back. Just one busted window. Take that out, get that replaced. We're gonna end up reusing all the windows. The doors, that really ain't a big deal. It's just aluminum skin, and inside is a thick styrofoam. So we'll take that off, make all new wood frame, new styrofoam, glue it all back together. The trim, that'll just be all painted black to match all of this. After we get the skin back on, we're gonna go through and wash everything down and paint it. Yep, there's gonna be several that says don't paint it because it won't work. Well, a lot of your painting has to do with prep work and how you prime it and what kind of paint you use. And it'll be done with a spray paint, not a spray can, an actual sprayer. Comes all the way down and around, fits right up underneath the belly, goes all the way up underneath there. The wheel wells look okay. They're not cracked, not busted. This side here isn't anyways. It's got 2 steps, very solid. Here's the other step, very solid. It's got 4 jacks under it. I'm not gonna go inside because there's been coons and everything inside. Got a praying mantis sitting right there in the window. That's pretty cool. Haven't really decided yet how to do the front of this. We might just take the front completely off because I don't like the windows in the front. Just do like a file on from the top and bring it all the way down and around. Keep the same shape, because if we use the skin is already cut. So if we keep these, some of this plastic on here can be all repaired. And then just do like a file on, maybe, we'll see. I'm not really a big fan of front windows. They're just dumb. It's like nobody thought about it when they built this thing back in the 80s. And the 70s, and the 60s, and the 50s. All these holes for all these awnings, these here will all come off, all the holes will get plugged. All these anchors for the awning, those there will all come out, get plugged. Hopefully by the time it's all said and done, you won't even know they were there. See if we can get some new doors. They're just a thin aluminum door. This side here's the battery box. That's going to come out. We're not going to have no stove or nothing in here. You can buy all these here brand new. City water connections, potable water connections. Back here's another door that's just been destroyed. All in all, the camper itself is in pretty good shape. This down here is where your power cord comes through for your shore power. This fender here is cracked, which is to be expected because the first time you get a blowout, it just wipes this whole thing right out of here. Inside, they have like a sheet metal piece that wraps up inside the wheel well. On the inside is a wooden box that goes up over all this. Inside is totally destroyed. I don't know if I really want to go in there because there's been coons and stuff in there. It was a chicken coop, and is just filled with garbage. Everything inside has been gutted. Air conditioner will probably come off, cleaned up, see if it works. If it works, it'll probably just get cleaned up, put back on, probably cleaned up with bleach. The roof vents look all right. I haven't been up there yet to actually look at them, but there's 3 big roof vents. There's one up here in the front, 2 in the back. They actually look like they're in really, really good shape. Insides, obviously, the new screens need to be put back in them. And again, it'll have to be cleaned up, probably with bleach. And she's a beast. She's a beast of a camper. But yes, we are gonna gut this all the way down to the frame. Keep what we can. All the skirting will be saved. The windows will be saved. Doors will be saved. The window price for these are just phenomenal. They're not even worth even trying to buy and have new ones put in. I think the cheapest door that I found was $250, and it's aluminum skin with styrofoam poked in it. And a small wooden frame, probably a 2x2 frame. See if we can go in. I won't go in all the way because, like I said, there's been coons in here. I don't need something to come running out at me. Well, that frame is kind of destroyed, but we'll see if we can get another one. This in here is just all destroyed. Just the sheer smell in here is just rotten. A lot of water damage. Coon crap over there in the corner. So yeah, they've been in here running around. Everything in here will be gone. The ceiling from the floor to the ceiling is only about 6'2". I'm 6 foot and I almost hit my head in this stuff walking through here. So when we build the new trusses, because everything in, like I said, everything in here is coming out. Everything's gonna be brand new going back up. It's gonna be quite a undertaking, really huge project. I'm gonna see if I can do a arch trusses. And what that'll do, and towards the center, the arch will give you probably another 4 inches of headroom. So it'll be like 6'4". I can't really go higher because, like I said, if I end up keeping the skin on here, putting it back on, reusing it, if I go higher, I don't have a way to get my skin to go higher. And even this stuff is just extremely expensive. So the bulk of the camper is actually here, of most of the stuff that I could use. Screen door needs to be replaced. I'm pretty sure you can buy all this stuff yet. But like the door, this door here, I'm just gonna repair this, put it back on, be like new when you're done. The screen door here isn't too bad, but the one up there has been all bent to crap. We're not gonna go in because, like I said, there's coons in here, but I don't know where they're at. I'm not willing to find out. That's the old bedroom. And this over here where it came into a walkway, then it goes into the bathroom. So we're at the back of the camper right now. Yeah, coon crap everywheres. I don't know how they're getting in here, I don't care. But what our objective here is, see, it's got a sliding door. And that's pretty much the same thing we're going to put back in. So this here's going to be what we call a camper cabin trailer thingy. So the walls obviously can't be heavy. So anybody thinks that I'm going to be using 2x4s in here, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Most of it will be 2x2s and 1x2s, 1/8" Luan plywood for the inside walls, some insulation, and then the outside skin. That'll be about it. And back here, in this back half back here, will be a wall. Up in this area here will be another wall. So the very front and the very back will have a bedroom. The whole centerpiece will be a living area, then a small kitchen without a stove. There won't be a stove in here. I never understood why people think they need to cook inside their camper. Dumbest thing ever. If you ever seen one of these things go up and fire, you'd know why I say that. Wasn't ours, but I've seen a couple of them go up and it don't take them long. They go up pretty fast. So whoever has a bright idea of wanting to always cook inside their camper, don't do it. So on a stove, what I'm thinking is like down in this general area here, thinking about putting some kind of like a door in there, making it so that you got like a slide out, and then you can pick up a stove and bring it out so that you're actually cooking out here, not in the camper. So you can buy those little camper stoves. I think they're like 3 or 4 burners. You can cook a full meal on them. But you got literally everything right here for a camper. It's big, 32 feet, 28 foot of living space, you know, because you got the tongue out here, so that gives you 32 feet. With that, on the inside, the Luan, we're gonna go get some log cabin wallpaper, and we're gonna do all the Luan plywood inside with like a log cabin look. Outside, it'll just be a normal camper. And then I just want it so when you go inside, you don't think you're camping. You're just lost in a whole nother world, just gone. All the couches we're gonna make, it'll be all lightweight, obviously, because again, it's a camper. You can't have heavy construction in these. I know some will try it, but you just can't. You'll never be able to tow it. I think right now, the way this set's brand new, when it came off the lot, I think it was like almost 8,000 pounds. And I gotta see if I can keep it either at that or a little bit below that. I'm gonna say I'm gonna be a little bit below that because there's, you know, there's a bathroom back here. That's all coming out. I'm not using any of that. All the holding tanks are all coming out. There's gonna be one holding tank right here for the small kitchen that we're gonna put in. And it'll be probably like a 20-gallon water tank. And you just fill it up from the outside with potable water. And then on the inside, it'll just be like a counter with a sink, and then we're gonna do like a hand pump, like the old style hand pumps instead of an actual faucet. Power converter we'll have, so that there will stay in. Obviously a new cord. And then the reason why we need that is because you do need to have an air conditioner. I mean, anybody that's been inside of a camper on a really hot day, know you're not gonna be in there very long. They get mighty hot inside there, even with all these windows on here. So this area right here, give or take, about there will be all living area. And it'll all look like a log cabin, all the bedrooms. It's gonna have barn door, sliding doors in here, all wallpaper, lightweight. Well, it'll be on Luan, the wallpaper will. I can't just hang wallpaper. I know, a lot of people are gonna see that. Oh my God, you can't do that. Well, no kidding. But they do make sliding barn door racks that you can put the sliding doors on. And that's what's gonna go back in here. It's very old school, very old style. And that's what we're looking for. But the camper, I want it so, like the camper on the outside, people just go walk up, oh, it's just a camper. I don't want them to see the difference till they get inside. Everybody has a camper. Everybody has a $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 camper. Who cares? They all look the same. But they're built different. Well, yeah, they are. Not necessarily always for the good though. I mean, aluminum, you got leaks. Laminated, well, you got delamination, and then you spin an arm and a leg to put it back on. Yeah, I'll pass. We'll stay with this. We'll build our own, seal it up, get a rubber roof put on it. Arch ceiling on the inside. It's quite an undertaking. If you've ever worked on one of these, you know it's not hard. Time consuming, but it's not hard. Lightweight. I want to see if I can keep it between like 5,000 and 6,000 pounds because like I said, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's not going to be back in here. Bathroom holding tanks, whole bunch of stuff. That MSD board or whatever they call that sawdust glued crap, you know, the stuff that water gets on and it falls apart. That's pretty much how a lot of these older campers were made. None of that's going in. So just that in itself is probably a couple 100 pounds pretty easily. Holding tank, you know, this just probably got one for solids, probably one for urine, probably one for the sink and shower area. You take out the holding tanks, you know, there's another couple 100 pounds. Even though that's our plastic. It's just, I don't know. The awning, I'd show you the awning, but it's kind of crappy. It's got a bunch of holes in it. You can go online, you can get that whole awning right there. That vinyl, You can get that whole awning up there for like, I don't know, like 200 bucks. I've already got the framework. The framework's staying. We're cleaning all that up, getting everything so it works right. Then that whole awning's coming off. Once we get it put back on, this has got the whole skin on it, cleaned up, painted. Awning's gonna go back on, brand new. Haven't decided on the color scheme yet. I do kind of like the blackish colored windows. The glass itself, I'm looking at tinting. So I'm thinking about maybe doing like the bottom portion black, like a gloss black, and coming up with like a charcoal gray, and then a lighter gray for the rest of it. Maybe even like a dark blue for an outline. Maybe. We gotta see. It'll look like a newer camper when we're done. I know, don't paint a camper. Well, they painted it. This year's painted. I used to work for a company that did Four Seasons rooms. Extruded aluminum. We painted them. No, the paint did not come off. No, the paint did not flake. You gotta have it prepped correctly. Some of those are still standing after 25, 30 years. No paint's coming off. So yeah, it can very easily be done. Not bad. The good thing is it was given to us. Well, go buy a new camper. That's what a lot of people will say. Well, new camper, even of this size right here, 32 foot, you're already looking probably, what, 35,000? A used one, well, you don't know what you're getting until your first rainstorm. If you got leaks, well, you just blew 12 grand. So if I spend 9 grand in it, what am I out? I've already got the frame. I just build my own. Right? Isn't that how this works? Why throw it away when you got the whole thing right here for you? It's just waiting. Do your whole design the way you want it. But yes, the inside will be done as a cabin. A very old rustic cabin. Wallpaper today is a very real thing. A lot of homes, let's rephrase that. A lot of mobile homes, their cabinets that they make in them are not wood. They are wallpapered. And it does not come off. We actually live in a mobile home. Ours is built in '94. Our cabinets look new, just like the day they were built. Not a bad looking camper. Well, the skin anyways, and the windows. And then the rest of it, we'll have to see what we can do with it. All 1x2 construction, Luan 1/8 inch plywood on the inside, wallpapered. And then put the aluminum skirting back on. And then arch ceiling. So we gotta make a fixture to hold the arch in place as we're making the trusses. And once we get all the angles cut right, tweak the fixture, then you have at it. Won't be that big of a deal. Not even hard, just time consuming. Alright, there you have it. 1984, 32 foot Royal Coachman. It'll be all redone.